This is our fourth video for Formative 1 in Unit 10 on samples and surveys. So on these first two problems, we're going to determine if there is some bias, and we're going to explain why or why not there isn't. So the first one is, would you rather visit the exciting zoo or the boring museum? Well, this is biased, okay? Because if we're looking at some of our keywords here, we have exciting, boring, that's showing some influence here. Using these adjectives that show some influencing is bias. Okay. Second one, what is your favorite flavor of soda? Okay, so, this isn't biased. Okay. Now, on the previous one, we talked about an adjective. Well, we're not really saying anything about the soda. I mean, granted, we're saying what's your favorite flavor, but that's not anything really that I have to worry about. This is a good question. So there's no influence here, okay? The previous questions were talking about this, or asking about the survey question. Well, these two are asking about the survey method and if it's biased, okay? So you go to a wrestling match to ask people if they like to watch wrestling on TV. Well, this is biased, okay? And it's because of the location. When you're at a wrestling match and you're asking a question about wrestling, there is bias there, okay? So it's location because they are at a wrestling match. And it's about wrestling. Okay. You ask every fifth person down the hallway at your school what their favorite sport is. Well, this is not biased, okay? We are not, asking, athletes what their favorite sport is. We could every now and then come across an athlete. We're not at a sporting event, okay? So there's no bias here. This is just more random here, okay? Okay, random sampling. This is what it sounds like. It just randomly pick, okay? Just gonna, whatever method of randomly picking you do, you just get these random people. The second one is systematic sampling. So, you're in the hallway, you go and pick every nth person, okay? So that would be like finding every sixth person and ask them a question. Stratified sampling. So the first thing you have to do here is for the group of people you have to break into subgroups. Place people in subgroups. And when you do that, then you randomly pick from each. So that's like saying at school. You break your students into freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. And then you know, do some sort of method of choosing. Like you can randomly pick, or for instance, you could do a systematic approach that way as well. Our last set of problems here is just asking us the type of sampling and whether or not this method will produce a good sample. So a teacher splits the class into males and females and then asks 5 males and 5 females what their favorite animal is. Well, this is going to be the stratified approach. Okay? And this is a good sample. Okay? The reason is there's nothing creating a bias here. Okay? Second. All right? Always look for that bias. That will be something to determine if it is or isn't a good sample. Second one here, your phone company randomly selects 200 people from its customer list. Or also, when it says randomly there, we know that's going to be the random method. Okay. Now, this would not be a good sample. Okay. And really, the reason is because they're picking from their customer list. Okay. These are people from their network. Okay. People from own network. Okay, so that's not really a good selection. All right, last one. You select every nth person to take the survey. Now, when it says nth, we're like thinking, okay, like maybe that's like every fourth person, maybe every second person, things like that. Okay, so when it says nth, that's our systematic approach. Now, there's nothing really much about this. It doesn't give us a whole lot of information. We don't really know the location, don't know what they're asking. So this is probably going to be a good sample. And there you have it.